Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to another vlog. This is picture me making an intro. We're gonna go back, we're gonna rewind a little bit, keep filming, but I never edit and I never upload. I'm never happy with what I film. We're changing that now. I am growing, and let's get into the vlog. Can we talk about the art of being a fangirl in this world? I don't think there's anything more beautiful and more pure than being a fangirl. I don't know if it's like a neurodivergent trait that I might have, but I like to obsess over things, over certain celebrities. It gives me life. As a chronic fangirl, throughout ever since I remember myself, it started with the Jonas Brothers and Shakira to a severe BTS. It's not a phase, like it's clearly not a phase. Like that's my man right there, and he's also here and he's also here and down there. Actually, scratch that. It went from Michael Jackson to the Jonas Brothers to BTS, back to Michael Jackson, and those three artists, Michael Jackson, BTS, and Jonas Brothers, those three are my big three since I was probably like 10. Well, BTS a bit later in life. But my deep obsession with Michael Jackson since I was really young has come back. Obviously, most of us have seen the movie. I personally myself have watched it twice and I cried. I've made like a rant about this on my Instagram because I have to get it out somewhere. First of all, quickly just let me mention that this movie was one of the most beautiful movies I have ever watched. First of all, Jafar Jackson, it's his literal nephew that played Michael Jackson. I don't know if it's in the bloodline, but he was exactly like Michael Jackson. The way he moved, his mannerisms, his voice, his singing voice. Did you guys know that he was also singing? And he sounded exactly like Michael Jackson. I think they mixed the voices together, but on some clips it was just Jafar's voice and it sounded exactly like Michael Jackson, and it kind of like sent me into a spiral because I thought that he was still alive. I don't know, I feel that he's still with us. I'm feeling something, okay? And maybe I'm starting to like enter a mad, I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm feeling everything at 110% right now. I am loving life. I have found my spark again. I've started listening to music again, like seriously listening to music. Not when you're like opening Spotify and you're like, oh, what am I gonna listen to today? Like, just sick of everything. No, I found my spark again. I'm so passionate about this, and I will always be a fangirl. I will always watch edits on TikTok. I will read a fanfic. I will leave it to the fullest. That movie made me cry. The way Jafar danced and performed like Michael really brought me to tears. And my whole For You on TikTok is Michael Jackson edits, and I am so grateful for it because this man was brought into this earth to bring love and peace, and he was so pure and raw and genuine and just such a sweetheart. And he was so the world did him so wrong. Still to this day they'll try to profit off of false accusations, and let him rest. Let him have his moment right now. He's bringing back love and music and unity to the world, and people will not let him rest. I think he left us way too soon, and I do think about it sometimes, and I do have my little emotional moment. What can I say? I love him. I love him. He was my first real celebrity obsession, and he brings me so much joy. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I might start crying. But I'm just watching edits on TikTok all day long, and I went off TikTok for a while, not uploading, not watching any TikToks because it brought me so much anxiety. But I'm back now. I found the will to live again. I'm on TikTok, clocking in them doom scrolling hours by watching Michael Jackson edits. Or like funny moments. Yeah, so I went and watched the movie yesterday and I was by myself this time, and you know what? I felt everything. It was beautiful. It was amazing. Now that's all I can think about. And I did pick up 2 books while I was out. Hello. Heap Earth Upon It by Chloe Michelle Howarth. She is the author of Sunburn, which I see it right there. I've not read it. It's on my June TBR. That's her 2nd book. I have been on a high of sapphic romances after I finished Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's all I want to do. And I also got Taiwan Travelogue by Yang Shuangzi, translated by Lin King. She won the Booker Prize. I'm so excited. I did not know why I did not read this when I was doing my Booker Prize, International Booker Prize video. I did read 2 others. Thought that this was just gonna be food and traveling, and I thought, oh, maybe that doesn't really interest me that much, but it's so much more than that, and I should have looked it up a little bit more. But it's sapphic as well, and I'm so excited that the lesbians are winning something. I have this one and The Wax Child that I still need to read for the International Booker that I've not read yet, and those are the ones that kind of like piqued my interest. Oh, hi guys. I put this lipstick on that I've had for 3 years. It's Tom Ford and I think it's expired. It tastes a bit funny, but I love the color. I stopped wearing lipsticks for a while and I've not used any of my lipsticks in so long. I think I need my Summer Fridays lip balm. Anyway, it is very windy outside. Very windy outside, so the hair has gone up. I feel like a Lululemon mom. Oh, this is not actually Lululemon because Lululemon is so expensive. I just finished my book, which I'm gonna talk about it soon actually. Anyway, but I think it put me in the biggest slump of my life. I'm not inspired to read anything, and I just remembered every year around this season, like spring going into summer, I love reading Emily Henry, and from these, the only book that I haven't read from Emily Henry is Funny Story, and I think this is also going to be one of my favorites. I got it so long ago. I got it when it first came out over 2 years ago with a special edition spine from Waterstones, hardback, and you know that I'm not into hardbacks anymore. I think we're gonna read Funny Story. I wanted to read something sapphic, something that's gonna make me cry. I feel like I need something quite, you know, easygoing and not too complicated to get me out of my slump. Something easy in a nice way. Do a bit of a reading update because, you know, I love doing those. I only read 2 books in May. Yeah, my first one was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I can confidently say that this goes on my top books list. I love this with all my heart. It's a sapphic NASA 80s, I don't know, every time Taylor Jenkins Reid, every time she will do it for it's something in her writing. This book had everything I've ever wanted. I said this on my TikTok, I think, but imagine being a woman astronaut in the 80s. That's already too hard, but imagine being a queer astronaut woman at NASA in the 80s. It's quite literally impossible. This book has my heart. I love it so much. The female main character, Joan, goes through such a character development from being at NASA to realizing stuff about herself. My baby. Oh. I've tabbed loads and loads of pages. I love this book. Daisy Jones and Six, Carrie Sutter is back, Malibu Rising, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this. I've not read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It's one of the first books in my collection and I've not even read it, although it came out quite a long time ago. I don't know why I never finished that book. I don't think I was in the right headspace to read that book back then. Anyway, loved it. 6 stars. I don't really rate books anymore, but if I could, this would be 6 stars. And this morning I just finished Abigail by Magda Szabo. This book for me started really strong. That I actually have some annotations in the beginning, and I also took notes. In the middle it kind of lost me. Ah, squirrel! Ah! Hello! Oh, it's so windy. Oh baby, be careful. It was things were happening, but not anything substantial happening. It was just showing some day-to-day life updates. It was going to be a lot more. I don't know what I was expecting actually. Gina, our female main character, she's sent to a very strict girls only boarding school. She is from Budapest. This is all happening during wartime. She is from Budapest, and her father sends her away in a very remote village that has a boarding school. It's quite literally like a prison. Gina hates it, obviously. The thing is that she has such a good relationship with her father that this really took her by surprise, and she cannot deal with the fact that her father would do something like this to her. It kind of felt like a betrayal that he sent her there without any explanation. Everything is so strict, she hates it. It feels like a prison. But there is this statue in that school, Abigail. Abigail has a reputation of helping the girls that they're there with any troubles, any wishes that they have. Abigail comes in when they need her, or maybe when they don't know that they need her. She's quite like their guardian angel, in my eyes anyway. Events happen, war is still going on. Towards the end, it did kind of stress me out a little bit, because we took a turn from like the mundanity of the actual story towards the end. It took a turn and I was like, oh, that's got me stressing a bit. But it took me over 2 weeks. It took me over 2 weeks to finish this book, and it's not a hard book to read. Like, I couldn't concentrate. I could not concentrate. You know, when you're reading something and you feel like you're reading words on paper, not visualizing the actual story, that's what it felt like. I'm usually quite good at visualizing the actual story in my head, creating the scenarios and the place and the people. It was kind of hard for me to do that here. Don't know why. It was not bad. I don't feel like maybe it was for... No. With that being said, I feel like I'm ready for some funny story, because I know that's I know Sarah Curley has read this book quite a few times. Our taste kind of aligns a little bit with some books, so I'm having high hopes for this. My sister loved this book, and my sister is a tough crowd to please when it comes to books. Don't mind this mess. This is my cat's grass that I need to throw out because it's just dry. I'm growing her a new one, but if you have a cat, an indoor cat, get her cat grass. They love it. She's obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. I did get some books last week. I got Cathedrals by Claudia Pinheiro. You can tell my book influences by the books that I'm buying. This one's from Melissa, the post office girl. Influenced. I also got Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. I know this has been out for a while. This was an influence from Anna Wallace Johnson. Just that the ending in this book was like the ending of the movie The Substance. And I really liked that movie. I thought it was really different. The Princess of 72nd Street by Elaine Croft, because this is based in New York. She looks like Meryl Streep's daughter. Someone on TikTok recommended it for New York summer reads, and if you know me, you know my undying unconditional love for New York, and that this is my favorite place on earth. So anything that has to do with New York, I immediately, my brain goes yes. And I also did get some vintage books. Not vintage, but I forgot to show you. The Phantom of the Opera. Very intrigued. The Edith Wharton, The Costume of the Country. I love these penguin editions. Do Serious Ladies. I love the Virago Modern Classics. This kind of like vintage cover. The premise of this, I think she runs away with Ape. Olivia Manning, The Doves of Venus. Never heard of her or this book, but the cover is one of the most stunning covers I've ever seen. Life and Death of Harriet Freen by May Sinclair. Sugar House by Antonia White. This is a different Virago, a modern classic edition, which I really like. It's got the black cover. I got Self-Help by Lori Moore. Sarah Bliss by Meg Mason. Fleabag the Scriptures. This was from Vinted. I got Michael Jackson's The Magic and the Madness. I found this in a vintage bookstore, but I did say on TikTok as well. I bought this because it was Michael Jackson without doing any research, so I'm not really sure if this is going to be a book slating him or making him look like the person that he actually was, like a nice, genuine, kind soul, or if this book is gonna talk shit like media love to do. I love Michael Jackson, okay, and I've said, oh, we're gonna go through this again. I feel like we already did in this vlog, okay? We don't wanna... Big whoop. Big whoop. I try to alphabetize my books. When it comes to putting them back, it really, I can't. I really can't. I have these jeans as well. Shorts, like long shorts from Uniqlo. I also got a blazer from Uniqlo. I'm obsessed with it. I only have black blazers. This most gorgeous blue I've ever seen in a shirt. It looks quite washed out on camera. Gorgeous. And also I got this dress from Selfridges with an open back. I'm gonna wear this to the BTS concert because your girl is going to the BTS concert. Oh yes. Iced coffee by Summer Fridays. This is my third tube. This is how much I love her. And also I did buy Moonwalk by Michael Jackson because I didn't know that he wrote a book himself. This is his only autobiography and it was so hard to find. I ordered it from Blackwell's and I think it took a little over a week, but it's just here. I've already started reading this. Oh, we've never been in the single before. It's signed, but I think he signed every copy and they printed the signature. It's not like a real signature. They printed the signature in every copy, which I think is gorgeous. And I think it's one of his drawings as well. I miss it so much. I'm on page 38. We get like actual pictures in here. He was the kindest soul on earth and people treated him so badly. So badly. And even through all that, he was so kind. This picture, I'm in love with this picture. This man was fine. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm also reading this alongside because autobiographies, autobiographies or non-fiction books, I usually like to read on the side of a fiction book. I still need to finish Elvis and Me. I need to reborrow that from the library actually because my time with it expired and I did not finish it. But that book by Priscilla Presley is so interesting. The way that she wrote that story feels like a fiction story and you're thinking, what the fuck, like Elvis was on some other different. And did you guys know Riley Q, the one that played Daisy Jones, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, she is Lisa Marie Presley's daughter, which means she is Elvis's granddaughter, which also means that Michael Jackson was once her stepdad. This is musical royalty. You can't get better than that. On another note, this is very serious, you guys. This is a big statement that I'm gonna make. I am back on my bob delusion era. I want to get a bob and I want to dye my hair black again. I'm not over the black hair. If you've been here a while, you know that I've been trying to grow my natural hair for a year and a half now, which is going pretty well. There's still some red left on the bottom here, which I hate, but I'm trying to ignore that. I do not feel like myself. I gave myself a haircut a week ago and I thought it went well, but when it comes to styling my hair straight, I don't think that can happen. I think there's some choppy sections that do not really, and now I want to do a bob. Am I gonna regret it? I don't know, because I had a bob years ago, but I feel like now, being a lot older and being more mature, and having some different clarities, I feel like I'm delusional enough that I can rock the bob. Call me crazy, but I feel like I can rock the bob. Let me pinch you a picture. Up to like a little over the shoulder, maybe like about here. Really dark brown or even black. The thing with me is that I have a lot of hair. Last time I had a bob, it was quite, but in my head now I'm older, so I can style it better. If I still have this thought a month later, then I'm doing it. Because imagine it with open back, tops, and little glasses. Oh, whatever. Okay, whatever. What's my 25-minute dialogue with myself? No, with you guys. I've just watched Melissa's May wrap up, and she was talking about cathedrals and the topics that are discussed in this. I'm gonna drop one of my books. Shit. Yeah, the topics discussed in this, they seem right up my alley. So I've just seen that The Bright Years by Sarah Damoff are on Kindle for 99p. So I got it. And I really want to start it because I've been wanting to read it for over a year, and I don't think it was published in the UK until maybe recently. I couldn't even get it on Kindle. And now it's here for 99p and I got it. It's family saga. Everyone's been giving it 5 stars, so I'm really excited to read this. I do have my moonwalk here. And I also do have Funny Story, which I think I will continue reading that. This is going to be my light-hearted type of read. Is it too much if I have 3 books going on at the same time? One for each mood. Like, this can come with me, and I can read it on my break at work, and it can be on my bag. Maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on myself. I don't know. My makeup looks nice though. Oh my god, I look like I have a cowlick or something. Ugh. Okay, look at this. Okay, I want you to take a second and look at this base. Oh. Do you see the glow? I found a new favorite lip combo. I'm gonna show you. This is my new favorite lip combo. If you're quite fair like me and everything looks either too orange, too gray, too dark on you, and you want something like pink, but still, you know, there, got you. I got you. I want you to listen carefully, okay? Fenty Beauty lip liner in the shade Bubble Teeny. This is the perfect nudie pink without being a mauvey dark pink. It's like an actual nude pink. Not too cool, it has a bit of warmth, not too crazy though. Love it. And if you've not tried Fenty lip liners before, you're missing out because these things do not move. Once they're on, they don't move. And Fenty Gloss Bump Sticks in the shade Blazed Donut. Perfect neutral baby pink. Look at that. Look at her. And all I do is I just tap her in the middle for a little bit of an ombre shine. But this glass skin, you guys. My partner's got me the Rhode Highlighting Milk, the new one. I got shade 2. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna just wear it by itself from now on with a bit of concealer, and that will be my summer look. That's it. I don't need anything else. And I'm trying to stay organized. Narrow down my June TBR, books that caught my interest, books I want to read for Summerween, but for me Summerween is not until August. So that can wait a bit. And books I want to read for summer. Although summer books for me are mainly April to May. This is my favorite season to read summer books. Right now I'm a bit all over the place. And I did my weekly and monthly goals, which I don't normally do, but I'm changing that. And as you saw in my last clip, we didn't really talk about it, but I got Light Wielder. Don't know if I uploaded that vlog when I was reading Metal Slinger, which was the first in this book series, but that plot twist in the end, I had so much fun reading this book.
and people were not kidding when they were saying that the plot twist is crazy in the end, and I thought I figured it out. I was really trying to figure it out, and I thought I did, and I was kind of disappointed. I was like, oh, is that gonna be it? Like, it's not even anything crazy. The last 20 pages, oh, insane, I loved it. And now this one is out. I need to finish Funny Story by Emily Henry before I start reading this. I've not read fantasy in so long, but this, I really need to know what's gonna happen. But I just wanted to say goodbye. Canva is really doing me favors. I think so. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all on my next video. Hopefully we'll do something a bit more outdoorsy on my next